What's good, everybody? Is when I come back at you another video. So this video is going to be all about potential, right? Human potential. And by potential, I'm referring to what it is that you're actually capable of. Because most people may have either forgotten their potential or may have just lost their way along this physical life that we've been living in. I want this video to serve as a reminder to you as far as what you're capable of, right? So the title of the video is that your potential is immeasurable. You are capable of it all. What you need to remember is this: you have more potential in you than you can possibly ever use in a single lifetime or even several lifetimes. This means that whatever it is that you want to be, do, or have, you can get that. You can accomplish that. In the case of most people, the reason why they seem to fall short or never really reach their full potential or accomplish their goals, their dreams, wherever it is that they want to head towards, oftentimes is because they don't believe this to be true. They don't believe that they're deserving, and they don't believe that they're worthy. And I'm here to tell you and remind you that the fact that you are here, you are alive, you are existing, means that you are in fact worthy. Because there was a 1 in 400 trillion with the T, right? 1 in 400 trillion chance for you to even be born. So it was statistically impossible for you to even be born and even exist to begin with, let alone make it this far, as far as age, to be able to watch this video. So how is it even possible for you to not be deserving? You deserve to have it all, right? You are worthy of it all, because you may see all these other people that you consider to be successful or great people or extraordinary people, but you need to put things into perspective. You need to remember that at some point in their lives, they were a baby just like you. They didn't know anything about the world just like you, right? That you got, even if, let's just say, you came from humble beginnings and that person didn't necessarily, that was the case for that other person, right? That you look up to, it doesn't matter, right? Because at the end of the day, you still have to put, like, both of you have to put on your pants one leg at a time each and every day, right? You both are human beings, even if they may have access to additional resources or, more help, whatever it is, right? It doesn't matter. You are still capable of having it all, becoming and creating whatever it is that you want, because you have access to the same mind that they have access to. You have access to the same imagination that they have access to. You have access to the same power that they have access to, right? Oftentimes, people may lack the confidence in themselves because they may think that they're not successful. They may think that they have not succeeded in anything in life. So they don't have the confidence or belief in themselves. But what you need to remember is that your true self, who you really are, you are spirit. So the fact that you're spirit, that means your true form, your true essence is perfection. You come from perfection. And you come from a place where you have access to it all. You share the same power that created this entire world and this entire universe, right? You come from that same essence. You share that same essence and that same energy. So what is there to not feel worthy about or deserving about, right? Or deserving of, right? You deserve it all. A lot of people may not, live their life to their fullest potential because, of the lack of confidence, the lack of belief in themselves, the feeling of unworthiness and not feeling good enough. And a lot of times people also lie to themselves, right? Because all these things are lies. They're not true. And the reason why you know they're not true is because when you say them to yourself, you feel bad, right? And the reason why you feel bad is because you feel an internal discord within yourself. And that discord is basically telling you that is not true. So that's why you feel bad, because you're literally lying to yourself. I'm not wrong, right? These are the signs, right? Like, you need to, most people are just like sleepwalking. Most people are not truly awake to their power and who they really are. These are your cues. If you were to lie to yourself and say you're not good enough, you're going to feel bad. And that is literally your body, your true self telling you that that is not true. and yet most people are oblivious to it, right? So that's another reason why, even though the potential that you have, you can have it all, most people rarely are just unaware of it. And if people are aware of it, they may not tap into it as much as possible, right? You need to remember, people also believe in limitation. They also believe, like, you can have a dream. Say, for example, you enjoy making music, and you can have a dream to one day be an international music superstar. And you dream of yourself performing at arenas and stadiums all around the world because you deliver really great music. It's powerful, it's uplifting. And then that can be your dream. But then some people, despite having that dream, they'll shut that dream down because they think, logically right now, or how things are, that can't happen because right now no one's listening to their music. Once again, you need to put things in perspective. Even the large megastars, the international musicians, right? There was a time in their life, it may be hard to believe, but there was a time in their life where no one listened to their music, where no one knew who they were, right? So you just need to see yourself right now in this present moment as being that international superstar, and that this is simply just the early stages of your career, right? Because that's what it is. If that's what you believe it to be, then that is what it will be, right? So this video, right, is all about potential. It's highlighting to you guys that you have so much power within you to create, because you have the power of imagination. You have the power to create the unseen, to create a vision of something that's actually invisible and make that a reality, so then it becomes visible to you and visible to everyone else. Well, of course, you have it in your mind, it'll be visible to you, but for that imagination, for that idea to then become visible to everyone else, you have that power, right? And I also want to share a quote with you guys. So this quote was presented to me by the late great Bob Proctor, right? And this is a quote from Steve Bow, and the quote goes like this: God's gift to us is more talent and ability than we'll ever hope to use in our lifetime. Our gift to God is to develop as much of that talent and ability as we can in this lifetime. So that is the goal for you. You need to understand that you are such a blessed creature, right? If you're someone that is religious, for example, right, you can hear it all the time that we are children of God, right? That we come from a powerful being that created everything in all of us. Just like you come from your parents, right? And you have your parents' appearances, you share your parents' DNA, right? You share your parents' like the behavioral traits. You might have their laugh, right? You might also share your parents' tendencies, right? Like, because they made you. And so if we were also made by the Almighty Creator, then shouldn't some of his creative power be within us, right? And it makes sense. That's why we have an imagination, right? Like we have this divine power within us. It's just most people are simply just unaware of it. They're just sleepwalking. And I want to help wake you up. If you've also been sleepwalking as well, I want to help wake you up. I want you to be aware of your true self, your true power, your true gifts. And this is true, right? That we were given more talent and ability that we'll ever hope to use in this lifetime. Why? Because we can do it all, right? It's like we're capable of learning anything. And how for some of us, it may take more time than others to pick up on things, but there's so much to learn in this life. It's not even possible to learn everything in this lifetime, but we're capable of doing that, right? So this is what it means when it says that God's gift to us is more talent and ability than we'll ever hope to use in our lifetime. There's just not enough time for us to learn everything and do everything. So, and plus, you may not even enjoy everything. So it's better for you to just focus on the things you enjoy, to focus on the things that you're good at, right? Your job is to cultivate as much of the talent and ability as you can in this lifetime, because then that's your gift to God. That's your gift to the source. That's your gift to the world, right? Finding something that you enjoy, something that you're good at, and becoming the best at it. So then you can display your work not only to other people, but you can also help other people. You can also help pave the way for other folks, right? And it's easy to see this. It's easy to see this talent. Me myself, historically, I have never really drawn or sketched or painted many times, right? So you can imagine if I had to paint something, how it would come out, right? Likely not the best. However, there are people out there who are absolutely phenomenal and absolutely exceptional at painting because that is their gift and that is what they've done their whole lives. Now, I can try learning and starting and learning how to paint and all these things, but it's unlikely that I would catch up. No matter how much time or effort I put into that, I will catch up to some of these other extraordinary individuals because this is their gift and this is what they've been doing their whole lives. That is, and you go to art museums, you go to expos, you go and you see the exceptional work there, right? These are people who've received their talent, their gift and their talent and honed into it, right? Musicians, that is their talent. Music, they've honed into it. Athletes, sports, that is their talent. They've honed into it, right? The goal for you is to find your talent, to find what you enjoy, to find what you're good at, and hone in on that and become the best at it. Because in this lifetime, there's not enough time for you to learn everything and become absolutely exceptional at everything. So you might as well just focus on what is that you enjoy and what makes you happy and pursue that, right? And a lot of times people don't, because one of the limitations of the lies that people tell themselves, but also they are wired to be logical creatures. They're wired to think, oh, well, if I don't have a means of getting there, therefore it can't happen. But that is a silly way of thinking about it because you don't know what's in store for the future, right? You can create your future. So if you don't want your future to be like your past, right? If you want your future to be a lot better and different, you can begin creating that. Most people are just quick to shut down their ideas, right? You can have a vision, a dream of owning a company that is international, right? But right now, you just might be working out of your office. It doesn't matter, right? You have the potential to make that happen. It doesn't matter right now, you don't have the answers. It doesn't matter right now, you don't have the logical explanation for how it will happen, right? The answers in due time will eventually begin to unfold itself. But if that is what you really want to do, you are capable of it. You are capable of it all. And that's how it is, right? We have so much potential within us. Like we can do or have anything. We can create anything it is that we want. So with that ability, we can take life wherever it is that we want to take it. And yet most people choose not to. Most people just choose to remain where they're at because they're comfortable there, because everything's familiar. Well, how do you expect to ever grow and expand your mind and experience new things if you just want to remain where you're at, right? You can't expect to grow. And life, that is the joy of always growing, of getting better and improving, because you can want all the materialistic things in the world and you can believe it'll make you happy in getting it. And when the time comes for you to get it, you'll realize that it was less about that and more about the person that you become, the person that you need to become in order to get all these things, right? And even if there were ever a moment where all these things get taken away from you, you can get it right back because you are the best version of yourself, right? I just want you to begin living life on your own terms. I want you to begin doing the things that makes you happy. I want you to begin looking at yourself and holding yourself to a high standard, not being, hypercritical of yourself. I understand wanting to be the best and all, but like, no need to be hypercritical of yourself to beat yourself up and all these things, right? I want you to hold yourself to a high standard because you believe that you are great and accept your greatness, step into your greatness, right? Because you can be, do, or have anything, that means your potential is infinite. Your potential is limitless. Yet oftentimes people set limitations on themselves. People don't shoot for the moon, right? They'll just try to go after these easy goals and targets that they know that they're capable of hitting or think that they can potentially hit at some point. You want to strive for what it is that you truly want and make you happy. And forget all of these human constructs, right? Like, for example, if you truly love butterflies and that is what makes you happy, then go all in, like pursue being a butterfly specialist, right? A lot of people say, oh, well, how do you expect to get an income? How do you expect to get a job? Well, if you're a butterfly expert, there's going to be places that need that, right? There's going to be science departments that need people who understand and study butterflies. There's going to be, right, like there will be something, right? There are going, you can be a butterfly expert, and there's going to be other people who truly love and appreciate butterflies that are going to want to know everything about butterflies that you know, right? So it doesn't matter, right? If you like something, chances are there's going to be other people that like that same thing too. There's going to be other people that want to know what you know, right? So worry less about all of the details in between. It doesn't matter, right? Just focus on what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and put one foot in front of the other and have the right attitude and be happy, right? Because you can accomplish it all. You can make it happen. You are capable of it all. And that's the main idea right there. Right, that your potential, you have so much potential that you won't even be able to use it in a single lifetime or several lifetimes. Like, think about that. The potential you have within yourself cannot even be used completely over several lifetimes. So you don't have anything to worry about. You can just put all your effort into something that makes you happy and allow the details and the pieces to fall into place at their own time, at their own accord, right? That's how it all works. So just remember, when it comes to your potential, right? You are worthy of it all. You are deserving of it all. You are capable of it all. Don't let worry or doubt creep in. Understand that you are a giant with your head in the clouds, right? That you can make anything happen. And you need to view yourself as that. You need to view yourself as being good enough. You need to view yourself as being capable enough. And then the rest of your life, once you adopt that new belief, right, you're going to be smiling, you're going to have the right attitude, you're going to be ecstatic, you're going to be eager. And then that's when you see your life begin to change. So that rest of the video, enjoy the video, do leave a like and subscribe as we're on the road to 1 million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.